Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's February 17th. Rough to have a good day unless you have some inverse ETFs, maybe some short positions. SPY still coming down. We're going to talk about that and some of the options that we've got going on. No need to fret. GameStop is still charging on. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Hit the notification bell so you don't frown. We have a Twitter you can follow us on at HappyMoneyYT, and a Discord server. The link for that in the description. I also enabled memberships on YouTube. Don't feel pressure to join or anything like that, but if you do want to, you're welcome. And then you'll have a badge, and then on Discord you'll get a special role and a private chat for the members. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions on that. SPY today is pretty awfully red. A lot of the market's actually down. We are in the SLD period, the supplemental liquidity deposit period, and that's typically been when we've had volatility on just the SPY. You can kind of see each of these kind of volatility zones where we have a drop have been during that SLD period. I'm not going to go into the explanation. You can Google it and learn about it. But yeah, because today the excuse for more or less is from Russia. This has been the slowest melt off. This isn't from news. And even if it is Russia, even if it is a quick drop from Russia news, it's still, I think, kind of a cover up. What's his name spoke today. He kind of said the same stuff, so that didn't really scare the market. But market's down almost 2% on the SPY. Pretty bad. We've got about 15 minutes left. It's just still pushing down that RSI. GME kind of outpaced this in the middle of kind of nowhere. I didn't see anything else. I was looking around and GME just started kind of tanking right around 1 o'clock. SPY was kind of melting down that time, but not aggressive like this. This was just a coordinated short effort attack. Definitely a campaign. And coming into this is a holiday weekend, so Monday is George Washington's birthday, otherwise known as President's Day, and so markets are closed. And we know that they like to demoralize GME shareholders into a long weekend, especially. So yeah, it's possible we don't see anything big until next week. That said, max pain is 125, so I'm not sure if they'll just keep dropping it today and tomorrow. I'm expecting a bounce before close just because we're so oversold. But yeah, 125 is it's right here on this fib level, so I'm assuming we'll close around there tomorrow, but it's possible tomorrow's, I guess, could be lower. We do have a gap to fill down here at 117, so maybe fill that and then a bit of a bounce sometime tomorrow. Pretty red day though. I did have profits this morning on some of my options because I opened up some yesterday for today, or tomorrow rather. I didn't take profits. I should have. My mistake. And it looks like this RSI divergence with the hourly is kind of playing out now with this big red candle down here under the 9, as well as our bearish MACD now. So on the hourly time frame, a little shorter, definitely looks like we're going to come down and maybe retest, at least fill that gap, and see if we hold support here before Tuesday next week. So options for next week, you're getting on top of high premiums that you might be paying, you are also paying for one less day of action, if you know what I mean. So if you were expecting 5 days of action on that contract, one of those days nothing's gonna happen. So it's also a little bit more expensive there, but all this to say, GME still looks really good. The trough price action is different, which is fine. But GME, I read, I didn't confirm, but I read that it outpaced the rest of the New York Stock Exchange. It was like the #1 performer. It was like 2 days ago, and it had been for the last like 10 trading days, just because the market hadn't been doing that well overall. And I mean, yeah, I could see it. It was up, we're up 40% or so from bottom to top. So we still have made a big move from this bottom. We're up about 23% now. So grinding up, consolidating, grinding up, all part of it, but I'm still just as bullish. Still looks good for a breakout. Still nothing that's showing me that the momentum's shifted. The shorter term, yeah, it shifted bearish, which could flip intraday, honestly. But yeah, this RSI divergence, maybe could have seen it coming, but those aren't always good predictors of it. Really just the overall market. If it was stronger today, GME would have held up better. This is a pretty big day now on SPY, down 2%, and it's gonna keep coming. So SPY though, overall, it's like we were saying, it's kind of just trading in this range, trading between these two levels. This kind of what is this? 434 and 457. It's a big range, but probably just trade in this range until I don't know, Powell or something makes it break out to the upside or downside. Russia and Canada, maybe we'll make it break out down here. Other people from the Fed maybe make it break out to the upside. But some big candles in there, which is expected when you're probably about to have a crash. Start having some bigger moves, more volatility, much more than these little candles back here. You know, big intraday gaps and moves, and yeah, so big down day actually right now, still going. So this will probably bounce too. I actually got a call on SPY right here, yeah, right about here. Made a little bit on it, sold it somewhere around here. Glad I got out of that. Wow, should have got out of my GME position. So those few that expire tomorrow, at least. Let's see, lot of red. Didn't do a whole lot today. Oh, Viacom changed their ticker to Paramount. That's what all this. It was so weird. I was looking at it, I'm like, I thought I got hacked. I was like, I didn't open up any Para positions. I didn't even know what it was. But yeah, that's what that was. I bought UWMC shares for long term. It's mortgage lender. They're the biggest. No, second biggest. RKT is the biggest. This one's at a nice price. I was gonna sell premium on it, sell puts to get the position, but IV is pretty low on this thing, so I just decided to buy shares. It's at a nice price. The divvy, the yield right now is like 8%, just because it's so cheap. So it's a nice dividend hold. Could come lower, I suppose. The chart looks like it's found a bottom, but again, if the markets really start to crash, this will probably get even cheaper still. Looked at the numbers on it, and I still like it. I already had this in the long term. I'm just adding to it a pretty significant amount. Well, from what my current position was. So kind of nibbling positions here and there as the market come down. Trying not to be too aggressive, but trying to grab the stuff that's already had a 70-80% correction. I got a Marin call debit spread 410 for March 18th. Marin was having a run. Market definitely went to risk off and hurt Marin's run, but good volume today. I don't even know what the news was on it. I looked, I couldn't see anything. I'm sure someone has some answers. I don't know. This has definitely price history that's big. And we've got, bullish MACD. This is the first time it's kind of leveled out and then ripped. These other spikes were on a downward trend. So this one could be the beginning of a breakout, I think. Especially now with if the market is starting to correct. This one probably has a high short interest, I'd imagine. Might see some stuff starting to squeeze and covers starting to happen around the market. BBIG also is another one. Let's see if that one's doing today. That one's down quite a bit. This one might have a breakout to the upside too, though, soon. Why is this one? What is this one again? Is this the coffee one? Yes, it's the coffee one. I should jump on this. Oh, too late. I think this is a SPAC still, though. Had a big move today. That's BRCC. So I had a put debit spread on GME. I closed earlier today, much too early. I was not expecting this big of a drop today. Or no, I didn't. I cut losses on it, actually. Or I can't remember. I think I maybe cut losses on it. There's that SPY position I closed. Oh, I rolled the put credit spread. The one that expired tomorrow. I rolled it to next week and brought my price down quite a bit. So it was like a 160 on the top end. Now it's 126, 146. So spread it out a little bit, the legs. So more margin requirements. We'll make more on it, but I also brought the price down. So we only need 145 by next Friday for that to work out. And I'm pretty hopeful we rip, I don't know, next week or the week after. Before earnings, I think we're still going to have a big rally basically on GameStop. SST, oh, it's just spreads. A lot of my positions, if they're bearish, they were too far down to really have come up enough. We need a big move for them to work. Of course, the bullish positions have not done well today. Birds was actually rallying earlier today. It kind of has a weird inverse effect sometimes in the market. GME still coming down. Looks like it's breaking through that support. Along with the market just in way oversold territory. Just the longest, slowest death by 1,000 cuts, melt off, bleed off. Just nothing. Just SLD period, risk off environment, and that's all I'm chalking it up to. GameStop, I think it's that, as well as trying to reduce IV, reduce exposure coming into Friday, get back to max pain, 125. Might even be lower by tomorrow. And then also just forced to demoralize. Retail coming into the weekend, another long holiday weekend. Oh yeah. But I think we're good for the next 30 days or so. Earnings is on March 22nd, which is almost a month away. So by next Tuesday, that'll be a month. A lot of my options on GameStop, a lot of the bigger stuff doesn't start until end of, well, actually beginning of March. So have some exposure for next Friday and beginning of March. A lot of these actually haven't come down much. I was going to scale into some of them, average down, but they really haven't moved a whole lot. It's down 14. It's a wide spread though, really wide spread. So to say it's actually down this much isn't really right. I'll probably wait. I mean, tomorrow they'll probably just get cheaper if you don't rally. So my average in tomorrow, might even wait till next week for some of the later dated ones. Yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks so much for your participation. And if you want to join, I appreciate that also as a member. We'll see you on Discord, guys. Have a good afternoon. Peace out.